What's up, good executive people? Trying to get my mind wrapped around being live. What else was I gonna share with y'all? Oh, let me see if I can find this. I don't even know if I feel like being by. I just have not really been in the mood to listen to Darius Crooks drone on with his Trump-like lies. So I have not covered the things that are on my agenda, but his stuff is evergreen. Just like Sweetie Pies. I've been saying I've been getting a lot of comments on older Sweetie Pies videos, which I plan to rehash because people are still interested. And what they call it? And Darius Crooks content. But you know, I'm covering it in a new way. How long is it? Ooh, geez, I don't know if I'm watching this whole thing. I'll have y'all vote because I don't. And like part of me don't even feel like watching it, but I need to kind of watch it so I know what to expect, so I could give some content on it. Then part of me was thinking about watching it blindly. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna have y'all vote. Poll question: should we watch Miss Netta and Crooks? It's something that all I know is I think he ended up on her live, and I don't know what exactly. From what I gathered, supposedly he was trying to give her words of wisdom or something. Like he got this social media thing figured out. Like his social media life ain't a mess. Oh, 83% of y'all want to see it. Okay, well, hell. We ain't gonna watch this whole thing because it's 19 minutes. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Saint, do we have to state the obvious? And he lied. Where he don't lie. Every time he open his mouth is a lie. His mouth opening is a lie. We state the obvious, friend. And he lied. Do you expect anything else? I knew that and I ain't watched it yet. Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do is record this as my reaction and I'll figure it out. Netta and Darius seem to be a lot alike. Yeah, besides the fact that they look like brother and sister. Or sister and sister. Let me see. Where I'm doing a screen share. And this is from Miss Live 3D. Right. If he opens his mouth, either a lie or a penis is falling out, right? a paid for penis. A paid for penis. Okay, so I know in the beginning it's a bunch of her. I can't hear you. And that was the only part I got to. And then I was like, I'll watch this shit later. Whew. Yep, it's still doing the same thing.
Sugar.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Hello? I said I can't hardly hear you.
What would you like me to do so that
You
you
said
can hear
what?
me? What would you like me to do so that you can hear me?
Huh?
What would you like me to do so that you're able to hear me?
I don't know. I hear everybody else that comes over here, but you very, very, very low.
Okay, I'm speaking with normal volume.
Okay.
I haven't done anything different to the phone. The phone is sitting there.
I hear you a little bit.
Good.
Okay.
First of all, how are you?
Huh?
First of all, how are you?
Say it again.
I said, first of all, how are you, is what I said.
You said, first of all, how am I?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I am having a fantastic day.
That's great.
There's
I don't
something.
I want to hear. Let it go back in there. Okay, I'm trying to get things together so I can hear you.
Okay. What about now? Are you able to hear me now?
You still very low. I don't know why I done turned the phone up all the way up to the top. But you go ahead and talk. If I can't hear you, I'll just ask you to repeat it if you feel like it.
Okay, not a problem. There's something I've been wanting to tell you for a very long time.
I mean, go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
Sure. I'm very interested in hearing it.
Good. You should know one thing about me.
I don't know anything about you.
I'm going to tell you what you should know. And what I'm going to tell you is that I actually was a fan of yours.
I don't think so. I don't think you were.
You want to let me finish?
I mean, if you want to, but come with the real, because I came for me, I never came for you, so you can't never say you're the fan of mine.
I would love to finish telling you this. Okay.
I wish I could hear you. Have you turned it down so I can hear the name? Okay, go ahead.
Now, when you were doing your skits in Walmart, when you were doing your skits in that clothing store, you should know that I was 100% a fan of your work, so much so that I shared all of your videos with my Instagram audience.
Is she supposed to care? Who cares? Is this supposed to be like some standard of approval? Is this supposed to be like winning the Academy Awards of social media content? Who gives a fuck what you shared and that you was a fan? What?
Okay. And what changed then?
No, I don't know what changed it.
You started with me, Darius. I knew nothing of you. I didn't know anything. Why would I say I don't, and I still don't know you as of this day.
So you're saying, what did I start with you exactly? I'm curious. Let me hear.
Well, I never went and seen on your page. They were sending things to me that you were saying about me. And when I seen, okay, go ahead.
No, I'm letting you finish. I didn't say anything.
And when I seen those things that you were saying about me, then that's when I looked you up. I'm like, who is Darius Cook? That's like, you gotta go look him up. He's on YouTube. He bashing you. He talking about your house ain't clean. You don't know how to cook, and you only thing you use is a bunch of bell pepper and onion. And I'm like, I don't know him, and I never said nothing about you. You shaking your head because that's what you were saying, and I never said anything about you.
Do you want to understand the context of why I was saying that, or do you just want to assume I was talking negatively about you? Would you like to understand the context of why I said that, or do you just want to assume I was talking negatively?
I just asked you what made you hate me.
So before I tell you,
she's a gaslighter, as in Crooks. Crooks is a gaslighter. Miss Netta's telling him, the only reason I even found out about you is because other people, which happens on social media, I know as an influencer, people send you stuff. Just because you're aware that somebody's talking about you, don't mean that it's because you out there looking for stuff. People will send you stuff. Like, did you see this? She's telling him what people brought to her about what he was saying about her when she didn't even know he existed. And he did say those things, and he did do those things, and he did pick on her first. That we know to be factual. I know that he's talked about her for a while. And I know that the thing that made this kind of pop off was him jumping into the conversation about the fake Louis Vuitton and designer brand labels. He went as far as to, I thought he was Googling, but people say he stole other people's social media posts about it and repurposed them as his own, showing screenshots of designer Louis Vuitton, like the way the label's supposed to look, as opposed to the labels they were showing, Miss Netta and Charles. Crooks is the one who did all that. He inserted himself because it was going viral. She knew what she was doing, Darius Crooks. She knew what she was doing, trying to get into a viral situation. And then next thing you know, the blogs are picking it up, and Darius Crooks is in the news again for some drama. But now you ain't taking it to hear what you done accusing me, girl.
I don't hate you. I don't know where you're getting this information from.
You giving the information because you're doing what everybody else doing. You talking, bashing me and talking about me. I didn't even know you to do that. You know.
Understood. So the context. So here's the context you need to understand.
Huh?
I said, here is the context you need to understand. I never one time said anything to bash you. What I did repeat is what my followers told me about you. you have me blocked on your main page. You don't have me blocked on this page. You blocked me on your main page. So there is nothing for me to be able to say anything about you because I don't consume your content. Okay. What I was saying.
He just said he was a fan. So how do you go from being a fan, and I'm so much of a fan that I've shared your content with my followers, to I'm not even watching you or following you? Huh? Huh? Make it make sense, because it ain't.
Well, perfectly fine. What I was saying on live was I was repeating what my followers were putting into a summary for me, and that is what you heard. So you took a soundbite and misinterpreted it when I was the one who shared all of your videos with my audience initially to begin with. Now, since all of this has transpired, yes, of course.
You still share my videos.
No, I don't show your videos.
Well,
I don't see your videos.
I share my video. You just make them and take and fabricate them and talk to them, like everybody else do.
I haven't. No, babe. I haven't taken.
So one of the other video that freshly came out that my fans sent to me that you was talking about me.
Yeah, talking about you is one thing. What video?
You were bashing me.
Okay, what video of yours did you see me take and fabricate?
You see how this gaslighter like to twist words? That's why he can't get into a conversation. Like a person like Miss Netta can't keep up with wits of a Darius Crooks, because of the fact that Darius Crooks is always dodging and weaving. She'll say one thing. She's a Trump. She's Donald Trump. She comes from the school of Donald Trump. She will gaslight her way out of any conversation, out of any topic. And that's exactly what she's doing here with Miss Netta. Miss Netta didn't know who you were. You put Miss Netta in your mouth. You brought it to your followers. You made a public spectacle of it and started posting about her. Talking on, and this is the part he's leaving out. Talking on Instagram in your silo with your cult members, that's one thing, whatever. But you took it as far, Darius Crooks, as to post it on his Facebook and Instagram to the public as well. He ignoring that part, because what he's trying to do in this conversation, gaslighting conversation, is trying to make it like Miss Netta is the one with the problem, and she the one so uptight and got so many issues that she pointing fingers at anybody, and Darius Crooks is actually a fan, and he don't know why she started attacking him. Deflecting. See, I only repeated what people was telling me, my followers was telling me. I just repeated it. Girl, lying ass. I can't stand neither one. Trust me, I'm not a fan of either one of them either. I'm fascinated with this Miss Netta Charles thing because there's so much drama around it, and I'm watching their brand implode. And so from a social media influencer perspective of me case study, I'm interested and I follow to some degree just to pay attention to that part of it. Like, how do you become social media darlings? Because people got like these trash ass desires for social media. They became social media darlings for garbage. How do you go from that to being really the most hated influencers online currently? So I have been studying from that, but I've never been a fan. Haven't watched any of their whatever their supposed viral content, whatever the skits he talking about. I ain't never watched none of it. I don't even know what he's talking about. He tries to use semantics to circumvent his actions. Absolutely. I don't know much about Miss Netta, but I don't see anything she did to him. He is messy. She didn't. Darius Crooks joined the hate train of, teasing her. She was in the, trending in social media. He jumped on it to get attention. He knows what to do. He'll tell you all the time that he knows how to manipulate social media. Part of that is when you see drama on social media trending, you insert yourself into it, and then you become a part of the conversation. I know how to do that too. I choose not to live that life. Let's continue with a little more of this. I ain't doing this whole 19 minutes, y'all. I can't lose no more brain cells.
The video that I got from you that they sent to me is that you was sitting up there talking about how I am, and I went on here and said that I said I hated black women and all this and all that. See, that's the thing about it.
That's what I said.
That's what you said. That was the video that was sent to me.
I said that you hate black. How would I know that you hate black women?
No. Well, you didn't say it.
Oh.
That's the story. That's the thing about it is you use what other people say, and then you bring it out, and then you say those things, and it's supposed to make you look okay.
So
somebody told you this, and you repeat it.
Perfectly fine. I understand where you're coming from.
Things and stuff that happened to you, and I didn't even repeat it for a long time. And then when I did repeat it,
I definitely want to touch on that. I definitely want to get to that, but I want to be very. I want to get to that in one second, but I want to be very clear. I want to know what video that you saw me fabricate.
He loves to do that too. This is the one thing you can't have happen with Darius Crooks. You make one misstatement or overstate anything, he will lock into that so that he can say, see, here's where you told a story. This is a lie. This ain't true. That way he can discredit everything else you've said in the conversation. Like if you say one thing, that one thing trumps every other truth that was told. This is how Darius Crooks rolls. And his followers, the Colts, the Flying Monkeys, they don't know no different. They get wrapped up in this. See, he lied. She lied on him. He ain't never say that. But they're gonna forget that he did in fact start picking on her first.
And you saw me put out and misrepresent something that you said.
I misrepresented it. That's what it is.
So
I can't. You don't want to be that.
Here's the other issue. Miss Netta truly don't follow him and truly don't know what the fuck he be talking about. That's why she got the facts all messed up. She don't pay no attention to him.
I can't be that somebody told me something just like you wanted to make it look good for you instead of you saying that this is what you said. You said that you were repeating something that somebody else said. That's what I'm watching. So therefore, whatever I said about you, I was repeating.
Hold on one second. I've always said that. Anytime I say anything about you, I say where I got it from. I couldn't have come up with it on my own.
It's just like you got it from those people when you went and go searching what we got all the clothes and all that stuff.
No, baby, I didn't search for any. No, hold on one second.
You had it all on social media where you was on there searching. No, see, Louis Vuitton do not sell that. No, what's the name of that? You searched all of that.
So you're telling me that I took my precious time to go research something about you? Is that what you're telling me?
You said what?
You telling me I took my time to go research something about you, about something you were wearing? Is that what you
did?
Oh, wow. Okay.
You didn't do.
Again, I just told y'all that I found out later somebody outed him and said he actually stole the post that he did from somebody else and reposted it. Never gave that person the original poster credit. He posted it as if it was his information. That's where she gets confused because I thought it was his too until later I found out he stole that. So what you're admitting to is that you are, in fact, a thief of social media content, which people have also accused you of. But again, he wants to get lost in semantics because you did take the time to steal somebody else's post, to repost multiple screenshots, and put a whole caption to come after Ms. Netta. You did do that. You took your precious time to do that and never gave the original poster credit. Thief.
Who did it? Somebody else sent it to your phone?
Would you like me to show you the inbox message where I got it from?
Somebody sent it to your phone?
Yes. Yes, they sent me.
But that's the thing about it is, what was going to...
But that still doesn't prove his point that he's so busy. Why would I be researching you using my precious time to research you? Okay, so you saved on the research because your flying monkeys or whoever did it or sent you this other person's post. But, and however, you did take your precious time to post to your public platforms that are supposed to be about cooking, about Miss Netta's fake Louis Vuitton. So obviously your time ain't that damn precious, you messy queen.
You feel good of you repeating other people's stories that said it's supposed to be okay.
I'm sorry, as a social media influencer,
that's what I did. I'm sorry too for making to offend you to make you feel like you are. Because I didn't know anything about
you have never offended me. Not ever one time.
You
I don't want you to think. I don't want you to think.
How did you get so upset when I came back for you?
Upset? Upset.
Well, what the hell do you call it? When you did all what you did and made all them little videos and talked about my face and my skin and all that little stuff that came from the heart.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Ask your phone and your fans, they know it.
She is so messy. I hate her. I hate her. I know hate is a strong word. Alice, pray for me, because I hate her. I hate her. I hate her so bad. You pick on this woman. Yeah, man, we know it's a man. You pick on Miss Netta. I'm using her pronouns. You pick on Miss Netta. She comes back, rightfully so, and comes back for you. You were, in fact, mad. I got to go find the clips. I'm still trying to get organized. Lord Jesus, I need an intern. Lord, I need an intern. I got to find the clips of when Miss Netta was going off on him, and then he went to his live and still was digging in. The Negro was offended. His feelings were hurt because he don't like nobody to come back after him. The problem is that he does have a larger vocabulary, as many snake oil salesmen do. He has a larger vocabulary than Miss Netta, unfortunately. So his reads, even in this situation, if you don't know no better, sounds like, oh, he running her to task. No, but she's stating facts and he's stating lies. What Darius doesn't understand is normal people don't know him. Yeah, that's why I always laugh at him claiming that I spent a decade or whatever it's supposed to be after he escaped from Chicago, running from his scams. He claims that I spent all of that time, when he tells the lunch machine story and why I'm supposed to be supposedly so upset and having moved on with my life. It's supposed to be because I never moved on and I was watching him on social media all that time, just seething. Oh, he's so successful. Oh, Lord, he's doing this. And oh, I'm so unhappy with my life. It was supposed to be that, although I didn't know what the fuck he was doing because I wasn't online like that. And even when I got online, he wasn't in my algorithm. He wasn't in my algorithm. So, and if I hadn't known him from Chicago, I still wouldn't know who he was. He said he reverse looked up their outfits. That's what I thought in the post too. Thank you, Saint Center, because I don't have it in front of me right here. But I thought I remember when he posted it as if it was his original post. Now he's removing himself and just like he just shared some information that was sent to him. But in that post, he did say he reverse looked it up. But he was stealing somebody else's content and talking in first person as if he had did the work. He's not a thief. He's a fucking thief, right? Exactly. He's the worst kind. He's a fucking thief. Someone took a screenshot of him saying that he reverse looked up their outfit. Yeah, I do have it somewhere. It'll take me a minute. Let me see. Let me check my real quick. Because I am going to do a reaction to, I'm going to do my deep dive short clip, like my little 10-minute video, whatever, 10, 15-minute video, where I break down his lies with it. I don't know if it's going to be, but we'll see. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is, y'all. Even when I move all this stuff over, I got to start labeling. And I didn't label this, but I put it in the right folder. So here's the post. Oh, it's blurry. But here's the post that we was just talking about. One day, y'all, we're going to be so organized and everything going to be so tight. We're probably going to take us another 5 years. But one day it's going to be like, I just dial this shit up and just pull it all up. Anyway, here's the original post. I hate that it's so blurry, though. Why is it so blurry? It says, here's what Miss Netta posted when I questioned the authenticity of her Louis Vuitton outfit. Here are the pics of the authentic tag. She said, I was jealous of her. Yep, that's it. I'm jealous. This is for hashtag Darius Crooks. This was Miss Netta's post to him. Let me see what else I got right here. Saint. Here it is. Here it is. It was two posts. Thank you for reminding me about this. Why is it so blurry though? Maybe it's because I enlarged it. Hopefully when I download the original, it's better. Darius Crooks, his post on May 20th. Love the receipts. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Jesus, for the receipts. May 27th at 7:23 a.m. First thing in the morning. Crooks into all this drama. First thing in the morning. Crooks says, as in first person, says, am I the only one that did a reverse lookup to find this outfit? As best you can tell, it's a DH Gate special because it ain't on the Louis Vuitton website. What's DH Gate? DH Gate, DH Gate. What's DH Gate, y'all? Special because it ain't on the Louis Vuitton website at all. Plus, it's a touch too urban looking for it to be an actual Louis Vuitton original. You the ones all up stalking this lady's social media drama. I mean, fine, I believe it's fake too, but I'm too busy to care. You see me caring. Even at that time, we were going live on YouTube during this drama, and I told y'all, quit being distracted. What about the mug shots? Because this was during the time of the mug shots. This is what I wish she knew. Miss Netta she ain't that sharp. I wish she knew that. Like, let's put all this aside. Why weren't you answering questions about your mug shot? Oh, I'm adding that with this one. I'm adding that with this. I'm adding that with this. Lord Jesus, let the editing software gods be working through this weekend because I need to get that content done this week. Ooh, please, Lord, let the editing software work so I don't get distracted creatively. You know I need things to be running smoothly when I'm struggling creatively. Ooh, because this is gonna be good. Oh, it's gonna be good. And I get to bring up the mugshot again. Someone took a screenshot of him saying, oh, thank you. So we got that. Let me see if it came out clearer when I download it. Hopefully, because I got to have this in the video. We got to have it smooth and clean in the video. Please be clearer. Yes, it's clearer. Yay, look at God. Okay, it was just blurry because I enlarged in the preview window. The original version is still clear. Thank you so much, Saint Center, for reminding me of that, friend. Did he say where's the lie? Yes. Oh. If y'all been paying attention to the stuff with the Funky Dineva, Armand Wiggins, the TGIF stuff, and he went on Carlos King, and then Armand went live last night. I was all up in it, y'all. I was watching all of it last night. I watched Armand's I caught it from I think midway in, but I watched all of that. Well, the midway to the end. It was good. Oh, it was good. But the clips that that he played, I never watched the Carlos King interview with Funky Dineva. But it was key words that he was like, if I were to be honest with you, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh my God, these are terms that Darius Crooks says when he lied. If I were to be honest with you, I would blah. Should you always be honest? Does that mean that you're not normally honest? That's just like me saying, everything I'm saying. But if I was to be honest with y'all, I'm always honest. So there's no need for me to say, if I were to now be honest with you, what's all the other stuff you've been talking about? Should I be taking it that's not honesty? Huh? Who says that? If I were to be honest with you, huh? Shouldn't you just be honest by default? Huh? Something ain't right about where people use words like that. I don't know. Am I the only one who feel that way? That's not in my vocabulary. Well, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, what? No, because I'm not because I am. So I don't really need to state the obvious. By default, I'm honest with y'all. Every once in a while, I'm joking with y'all, or I'm telling you something I don't know to be fact, and I, give a disclaimer on that. But in general, you can just trust that what I'm telling you is honest. So I don't need to say, well, if I'll now start to be honest with you, this is what occurred. No. Who does that? I was like, huh? Darius Crooks does that a lot. Woo. If I were to be honest with y'all. Let me be honest. What? You're not normally honest? What? See, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I don't need to say that because I don't be telling y'all no lies. So I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. These are things that liars say. Pay attention. Honest folks don't say these, don't preference to say, you know, and I wouldn't lie to you about this, but you'll lie to me about that? Is that what you're saying? What am I supposed to take from that statement? Why would I lie to you about this? Because I normally only lie to you about that. What? Ooh, these social media people. When I heard that, I was like, this girl, Funky's interview, I was like, oh, she is lying. And y'all know they were cool. I don't know what they are now, but they were friendly or associates or whatever. I was like, they run in the same circle with that line gaslighting. It's crazy. Let me be honest with y'all this time. What? Ooh. He said, I hate him too, Vell. And I agree with Miss Netta. I mean, imagine somebody talking about you and don't know who the hell they are. Yes. And to have so many issues themselves. Darius Crooks should be operating as an angel right now. He should be like, don't see no evil, hear no evil. I'm not here, y'all. I'm not here. Don't pay no attention. I'm trying to escape to Bali. Don't mind me till January when I'm gone. That's how she should be operating through life. But instead, she acts as if she tells no lies, has lived no lies, like she's perfection, like she is the standard, and that she has the ability to sit on a pedestal and cast down judgment on others and point out others' flaws and drama and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, are you serious? You don't get off that goddamn pedestal. You don't belong up there. Get your lying ass down from that pedestal. What are you doing? You know better. God told you don't get up there. Get your ass down. That's what it should be. Get your ass off that pedestal. Quit sneaking up there. Quit sneaking on that pedestal, you lying. Oh my God, I was saying the same thing, Vell. He never popped up in my algorithm. No, I still have people who watch my content or say, I don't know who he is, never knew who he was. Oh, I just watched because of you. Like I only found out because of you. Or people who just ran into him is like, oh my God, I just found him and then saw your stuff. Thank God I saw your stuff right after. Girl, you not rich and famous. She don't even have the Keith Lee effect. I'm gonna do a video on that one day. She does these slanderous food reviews across the country, still trying to act like she's somebody and doing something. And she has never, not once, even with all the drama she caused in her first iteration of the slanderous Black food reviews, never once has she had the Keith Lee effect on any of those restaurants. Not one of those restaurants sold out after the ones she didn't slander. Not one of them sold out or had lines around the corner or had the media showing up because she graced them with her presence. Not a one. Because she's not on a pedestal. Get your ass off that pedestal. Sock Snob, he's an asshole. Her skin condition is no different than his eye. Right, his eye or his sinus, aka drug addiction snort. It's outside of her control. Just leave people the fuck alone. Yeah. And if you really enjoy her and you're not a hateful person, why are you talking about her? There are influencers that I am a fan, for lack of a better word, fan of. Y'all know I ain't no fanatic of nobody. But for lack of a better word, I'm a fan of their work. And so because of that, I don't drag them. I don't look for things to hate on them on. I'm not ready. I don't have them loaded in the chamber that if something go, I'm like, bah, 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 bah. I was ready for you, bitch, you bumpy face bitch. Bah, 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 bah. Like, I'm not, because I actually admire your work, like those 10 to 15 minute clips. Oh, I like those. I'm sorry, it's my reading. I like those 10 to 15 minute clips. Yes. And so that's what there's supposed to be 3 out right now. We only got the first one out 2 weeks ago. There's supposed to be 3 out. And there are a bunch of them. I got them listed over here on my whiteboard. Then the editing stuff. Well, I had my own drama. I told you that. And then we had the drama with my computer didn't start acting up. So they coming though. And this was part of it. This thing. Darius is definitely enjoying the attention review. Absolutely. Absolutely. That got her views. It got her the flying monkeys. And then Vell, you gonna talk about it? He talking about Miss Netta. What you got to say about him talking about Miss Netta? I don't, what about that mugshot he ain't talking about? D-Hack Gate is just like Alabama. Right. DH Gate is like Wish a team. Oh, that's what y'all said. I'm thinking D-Hack Gate. I just changed it into something. D-Hack Gate. DH Gate is like Alabama. Oh, okay. I was not familiar with that. And they sell the same ish as Alibaba, where the Darius Crooks know. Of course she knows that. You don't think she was doing price comparisons as she was deciding which of them to use for her Temu-like product line? Okay, it's like Temu. Miss Netta should have brought up Fresh Go. See, but she don't know that stuff. This be the problem. He pick on people who don't even know who he is. When they finally start to find out, they get flooded with all this information. And it's, it's the exposing group people. They start hitting them up in their DMs and like, oh, this and this, and he is a scammer, and he got this, and here's these links to all these people talking about him, and he steals recipes, and he attacked his ex-employee, and he got a mugshot, and he was scamming in Chicago, and he had a cupcake gallery. And it's like, huh? What? Who? What? It's too much. It's too much for them to digest to be able to spout off the way that I can and in a way that many of you can. We've been, learning this and studying this for some time. Many of us has been at least a couple years. For me, it's going into year 3? Yeah, it's 2021. So I'm now heading into year 4 of being up on her scams and her crimes. Right. Or I don't have a reason to lie. Yes, that one too. Darius Crooks uses all of those. Or I'm just going to tell you the truth. Yes. Or that one. See, I'm going to just tell you the truth. You should just be telling me the truth. You shouldn't have to preface it. It's not as make me say, oh, everything else you've been saying ain't the truth. Get off that. Get your arms off the pedestal. Right. Who are you? Yeah, the deflection is horrendous. And then I heard Tasha K. I haven't watched it, but I heard someone saying that Tasha K then commentated on this live thing they did and was taking Darius Crooks' side. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Tasha K that supposedly, I don't know why she got it just this thing for Darius Crooks. I don't know if it's because she does know he's a scammer and sees how he finesses so well with it, but for some reason she's enamored with him, and I'm just baffled. And I do know, they communicate behind the scenes to some degree. Okay, let's see what else. We're 8 minutes into 19 minutes. We're gonna do some of the rest of this till I get tired of listening, and then we'll call it a night because I want to preserve some of my energy. Oh, and it's actually Thursday. It's not Friday.
I don't know. I don't know
because I haven't
because I don't watch you. Then I just to my phone
one word that's a lie. I have not lied about you yet. And I
haven't lied about you either.
Okay, now let's talk about the scamming, because you told people that I sent them empty boxes.
I said I heard.
Oh, you heard.
I said I heard. I didn't say I knew. I said I heard. Somebody came to my inbox and they told me.
She got him on that one, didn't she, y'all? I didn't say I knew. I said I heard. People told me, just like people told you what you claimed they told you about me. I love that one. That was a good one, Miss Netta. That was a good one. Then I don't have anything to say. If that's what you heard,
yeah, I have nothing to say. The same as you.
And see, again, that's where this is what happens when like stories get big and too many people get into it and people just be saying stuff. I've never once heard about an empty box being sent. We've heard no boxes got sent. People definitely were not getting orders at all. That's true. Damaged stuff and then not able to get any kind of refund or recourse for the issues that they were having. No ability. He was the only customer service at the time, and him not responding and ignoring people. That part is true, but not the empty boxes. But people get to making up stuff. They want to feel a part of the story, and that's why he be shipping out empty boxes too. And then they could have been joking. And then the next person who hears it's like telephone. They take it and run with it like it's the truth. He's never been accused of sending empty boxes. He just sent no boxes.
That's what I heard.
And took the money.
No. But you have to remember, I followed you before you blew up.
I didn't follow you. I heard
and it's okay. You don't have to follow me. There are lots of people.
Okay. But you're telling me that these people are telling you this. Now you say you follow me and you watch this.
Netta, let me just be clear about this. Let's start from the beginning. When you were doing those videos in that clothing store, before you had your surgery, because I'm going back some years. When you did the video in the clothing store, when you did the video in Walmart. Oh, you didn't do the video in the clothing store?
You said what?
The video in the clothing store and the video in Walmart.
The clothing store.
Yes, you walked into a clothing store. You said, "Oh, you tried."
He sounds delusional AF. He sounds like a true. Now it sounds like he's a true fan, but this is the thing: for a person like him to have allegedly millions of followers and bots, he should know that as an influencer, as a content creator, when you have hundreds of videos and content out there, you're not going to remember everything. It's just impossible. Like sometimes stuff will come to you here or there if somebody starts talking about stuff, but I don't know how many videos Miss Netta got. Darius Crooks got 10 years of a decade full of grifting content. He's not going to remember every time he was at a clothing store video. Huh? And the fact that he lives in that world should let him know that she may or may not remember that. I have plenty of videos that people bring up and I'm like, I don't know. They be like, remember when you said? And I'm like, yeah, but where? When? How long ago was that? I don't know. Sound like something I might say, I don't know. He should know that. And you all remember you was in a clothing store? And what the F did that have to do with anything? Because you can prove that you saw an old video of hers before she had a surgery. What does that mean? It don't mean you're not a scammer. It don't mean that you didn't post and you wasn't cyberbullying her to masses of people. None of that proves any of that. We've seen you hate on your own friends. We've seen you turn on your friend who was a business owner. What's her name? Curls, Natural Curls or something. Coils, business owner of a hair care company, black woman. She had problems with her business. Need a little money or whatever. She done helped you, gave you business advice. She the reason you got a warehouse and taught you how to do what you do with your warehouse. And you turn on her and then blast her personal text messages and her life stuff with her husband and all of that to your followers. You expose a friend, many friends, ex-employees and everything else. What the F did you turn it on? Or because you were a fan of Miss Netta, a content creator, don't mean that you wouldn't turn on her too. Of course, if you turn on your friends and loved ones, you'll turn on her, a content creator who you didn't even know. What does this prove? Nothing. It's gaslighting. It's meant to be a distraction.
Take my man, and I don't play this about you trying to take
my man. Okay, the old videos. What about them? Okay,
she said, these old videos, what about them? Right, exactly. Right, Saint Center. And put his home family on blast. Thank you for reminding me. The cousins, Thanksgiving dinner, the alleged wet finger situation, all of it.
Okay, that's great.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So I used to watch the old videos. Uh-huh. You then lost weight. You blew up. Netta, you have changed since you blown up. I'm okay with it because guess what? When I became a millionaire, I changed too. So
what did I change from? What did I change from? If you would have knew me back.
This girl loved to throw her bank account in somebody's face. Like that means anything. That's her entire worth. When I became a millionaire, I changed too. Who gives a fuck? What does that have to do with this conversation? What does that have to do with this conversation? When I became a millionaire, I changed too.
Today, I did the same thing I'm doing today. I fucked with people online. I did all of it. I did.
As somebody who used to watch your videos, now you asked me a question, allow me to answer you.
I'm listening to you.
As your presentation has changed greatly from who you were to who you are now. And hold on before you respond. I have, and I'm not backpedaling and pussy popping. The other day I had an hour-long conversation about you. And the reason I had a conversation about you is because I actually felt sorry for the way you were treated by Tia. I actually told my audience, you know what? I don't think this is right. This is not a fight that I believe Netta could stand in against Tia, and I think that the whole situation was wrong. I told my entire audience this. They don't show the good stuff. Of course they don't. It's that's what it is. So they're not going to show me what you say. Let me finish. Allow me to finish, please. Okay. I want to get to your answer. Your presentation has changed. You were never this confrontational. You were never this up in terms of always having to defend yourself. I understand. Really? Media well, you wasn't watching me. Baby, I used to watch you were never like this. I always had to defend myself from ever since day one, since 2002. If I had heard as a follower the way this play is, when I was watching those videos before, I would have never continued to watch. Everybody keep this level plates. I didn't start off cooking plates. I know you did. No, I recognize that. I know you did it. But this level of always having to be combative with people, this level of that is what's turning a lot of people off. So when you ask me how you've changed, Netta, your display with this being combative was never like this before. Because when you maybe Netta got tired. I understand. Maybe I got tired. But I also.
Are we literally watching the pot calling the kettle black? Your problem is that you've changed. You've become so combative. And everything you do is negative. And it's turning people off. Huh? Are you looking in the mirror? What is happening here? I'm like, as I'm listening, I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? This girl has, get your ass off this pedestal. What I tell her? What are you doing? Huh? Nigga, what? Nigga, who? What? What? I literally, and unfortunately, I wish I had started screen recording a little bit earlier when, I forgot, I don't know if it's Saint or somebody else just said he was live when I read the recorded. He was talking about being at some restaurant and some waitress got her lips out. Excuse my language. I'm saying this verbatim. Her lips out with a G-string on and her hair going from here to fro to there, laying each every which way. This girl was literally just saying that. Literally just saying that on her live, her IG lives. Not to mention the bitches, the hoes, the you stupid, you silly, y'all so dumb, y'all believe every fucking thing. All of the crass things he says to his own audience. All of the multitude of messages and comments I've gotten on my platforms about why people stop following Darius Crooks because she's so toxic. Her own comment section. You've changed. You so negative. Why you always in drama? And he sits on here in a holier than thou pedestal. Get your ass off that pedestal. Putting his ass himself on a pedestal to attack Miss Netta for doing the same thing that he does. What? What is this? What is this alternate universe? I don't understand it. It's so Donald Trump-like. How do you get to create this alternate universe in the faces of people? And then you have a Tasha K back up the bullshit. And his followers too, of course. Well, huh? The only time she goes viral as in Darius Crooks is for drama. Never does she go viral for an amazing recipe. For an amazing review of a restaurant even. She goes viral for dragging a restaurant and getting into a fight with an owner. She goes viral for jumping into a controversy or blasting some alleged DL man for blowing her back out and not returning her text messages. What? Am I the only one? I feel like I'm alone in this. I feel like I'm alone. The audacity. And people screen recording and everything, and nobody's like, this line stuck queen. Nobody's really doing that. She has come on to scold Miss Netta for doing exactly what she does. I don't know how much more I can take. How much more of this is left? What the fuck is this? I don't understand. Okay, it's like 6 minutes. We can make it. We can make it. Let me just, I need a break with the comments. Let me take a break with the comments. Let me come down. This is some bullshit. What is that? How? Sway? How? Listening to some dang foolishness. I mean, he's literally like, your problem is you too negative. You being too much drama. What? Fix your own shit first. Fix your own shit. Oh, geez. Y'all pray for me. Come on now. Let me try to get through the rest of this. I'm doing it only for y'all. I'm glad I did. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know if I could have had a good reaction to this.
Feel like, as a previous follower, that you cannot ostracize the same community that you want to support you. These are the same people that you're posting videos saying, watch my videos, consume my content, but it's also the same audience you're ostracizing. And as somebody who makes his living from social media, I recognize the danger in that. And as somebody who has built a successful brand like you have built, like you're trying to do or you are doing, I recognize the danger in that. So I just wanted to tell you that's how much I've noticed the change from who you were before to who you are now. And it's turned a lot of people off.
Initially, doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. My thing about them, have you seen my numbers?
But do you know why you have those numbers? Because what I want you to do, show me those numbers in cash.
Oh, you want to show it in cash? Oh, I don't have cash.
I know, baby. Show me those things. These numbers don't mean nothing.
Yeah. If you
can't put these comments into cash, if you're not running a successful business, if you can't go to the bank on this shit, what's the use in being on social media? What's the use? Because right now, Netta, from me to you, everybody is laughing at you.
It does.
Everybody.
Everybody's not laughing at me. Only those ones that got the problem is doing a lot of laughing because they have another support.
Where's the problem coming from? Who has the problem?
The problem is coming from I never got on here with no problem with no one. Mm-hmm. Everybody had the problem with me, whether I was quiet or whether if I talked to them or fucked with them, they had a problem.
But you realize this is what social media is.
And that's why I do it for them now, because this is what they want. So this is what I'm gonna give. Everybody go and they make a bag.
But what about you? What about you? What about what's inside of your heart?
My heart
that says
good.
So you're totally fine with this abrasive display, is always fighting. Every video that we see that comes across our screen is you agitated and on 15. You're okay with this?
I'm okay.
Then I'm okay with it. Then I'm good.
That's the biggest thing about it. Keep talking about how my skin is and built and all that other stuff. I don't care what this is what people say about me, about my skin and stuff. It has been talked about and discussed for years. So there's not nothing they can do to break me down.
I wish Miss Netta had a fuller understanding of Darius Crooks, because she could then say, people talking about how you fat you are before your surgeries and during them and your mommy makeovers. People talk about your wonky eye and how even though you got these corrective lenses, just your eyes are still wonky. People talk about your snorting and how you have gone to all kind of ear, nose, and throat specialists, and nobody can fix it because it's really a cast of a curse on you from all of the evilness, and God won't heal you from it. I mean, she could really go there. She could go there with his pothole stomach from all of the inserts of the mommy makeovers and the scars ain't healed. She can go with the love handles that even when he's skinny fat, he still got love handles. She could really, really go there, but she don't know him. She don't know him.
I don't go in my room at nighttime and go and cry. I don't go and try to feel like I'm going to kill myself or commit suicide because I'm a strong person and I know what type of person I am. I would never take my life and never let nobody make me feel like a certain way like that. So my thing about it is, if this is what you want, then I'm going to give it to you. And if you don't want to watch me...
What about what you want?
This is what I want.
So you want to be this, you want to come across this abrasive and this rude, and this is the display that you want.
If that's what they want to give me,
no, baby.
How can I sit here and justify other people of what somebody else wants, how I want a person to feel about me? Because clearly you see, it's nothing I can do or say to make people like me or hate me. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna have their own opinion, however they is anyway. So I can. So if they don't like me, it is what it is.
All right, y'all heard it.
I go in my bedroom and I go to bed and I go to sleep and I get a good night's sleep. I don't go thinking about what a person.
How this fool trying to convince Miss Netta to change the tides of something that she can't change? People still call her a scammer when she pops in, as in Darius Crook. When she pops in under the blogs, the neighborhood talks and the shade rooms, commenting on anything, first thing they say is, shut up, you scammer. How you gonna say anything about this or that? You can't change the tides of how people feel about you. So how, because of the truths of who you are, so how you gonna teach her anything? Like you done perfected it. Work on your own brand. You the one that admitted that your brand is trash. He admitted it. I got it. Y'all know I got the clip. Admitted that his brand is trash. And ain't nothing he could do with it because he didn't win as low as you could possibly go with his brand. But you on here advising her like you to change the tide, like people, because he gets wrapped up in being in the middle of his flying coat monkey circle. He only sees all of that praise coming from them. And so he's under the illusion that that's how the rest of us feel about him. Well, he know better, but he feels like we are the minority, and that's just not the truth. The majority of the people know you're a scammer, and the other majority don't know you exist because they'll be on even if they online. You ain't in there about his algorithm. Everybody don't watch no damn cooking drama content.
Think about me because I've been dead a long time ago.
That's it. If you feel like being on this social media, if you feel like being out here and you being abrasive, you coming across harsh, the sound bites don't sound good. If you feel like that's okay for you, then that's absolutely fine. I don't have nothing to say. You are an adult. You are probably, I'm 42. You probably older than me. I have no idea how old you are. I bow out gracefully. Nothing for me to say. You will continue to be talked about, just like I'm being talked about. It will continue to happen because you're on social media. This is what people do. The one thing that has helped me is developing thick skin and making sure I hone in with my community. My community keeps me grounded and my community keeps me paid at the end of the day.
Community, aka cult. The thing that keeps him grounded is his cult. He's learned as long as I dig in with my cult following, then I'll be fine. And I'll still make money off of them. He's literally giving you his blueprint. Build a cult, dig into them, and make money from them. Build a big enough cult that you can make money from to survive.
So I wish the same for you. Clearly, you got your own idea of how you want to do things.
Right. Who is that saying? No, he didn't say thick skin. Saint Center. This girl, you know that girl ain't got no thick skin. She run to her platform every time somebody utters her name, whining. The hate group talking about me today. What they just said now. Girl, get out of here. She is the thinnest skin. All bullies got thin skin. Y'all know this.
How gratefully. We will still continue to talk about you.
And I'm not talking about you either. You know, just like I said, I didn't come on this social media site to try to bash nobody and try to make nobody look bad. That's not my thing. I came on here to do something that I wanted people to see. I wanted people to see creativity. I wanted them to see skit. I wanted them to see this. I wanted them to see that.
Did you expect to get all of this negative feedback when you started to blow up? I'm just curious on what you expected.
Yeah.
So you knew.
She is a trans. I don't know. I don't think she considers herself a trans woman, but she is I think she. I don't know. I don't guess she. I forgot what she said. But she's a gay woman. I mean, he's a gay man. He's a gay man who carries himself as a woman on a daily basis. Of course, he expected to get hate. I'm a gay man who comes across as a man with some tendencies. I mean, I know I ain't 100% looking like nobody would ever guess, but I expected to get hate just because of who I am, because of the fact that I knew that there'd be people questioning my sexuality. On top of that, even if you get beyond the sexuality piece, I've had people question my blackness because they want you to come across a certain way. So you sound like an idiot asking if this a man who carries himself as a woman, who I'm sure has dealt with a lot of shit in his life, didn't expect to get hate on social media. He didn't think he would be beloved, and I'm sure he didn't think he'd ever get as big as he did, Miss Netta. You sound like a idiot. What? Anything to try to make himself be right. Anything. Ain't no way Miss Netta got online and thought that nobody was going to be dragging her for being a man who dresses and comes across as extremely feminine and very woman-like, even beyond just being a gay, effeminate man. You're delusional if you thought there was an ability for her anybody to come online and coming across and appearing as she does and not expecting a level of hate online.
Going on. If you've been watching me for years, this has been going on for years.
Not to this level, though. And you know
that. Oh, not to this level. No,
because even your language
is famous, but I have been viral.
Even your language has changed from when it once was before. Your language has changed. No. You weren't using the we're icons before. You weren't using
I was not.
Your language.
He wasn't saying I'm a millionaire in every other sentence either 4-5 years ago. Hello?
But my attitude and stuff did not change.
What didn't change?
My attitude never changed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You don't know me personally. Okay. You only know what you see on social media.
You're right.
I've been an asshole. I've been an asshole all my life.
You're right. I don't know you personally.
Right,
but I can't tell you from the outside looking in, not the inside looking out, there's been a bit of a shift. Right.
This fool was just on his Instagram lives the other day. That's why I gotta at least start labeling these lives, because I be recording them and catching bits and pieces, but then I don't even label the stuff that I do catch, and I'm like, ooh, that's good for later. Because who got time to watch thousands of hours of this bullshit? But anyway, this fool was just arguing with one of his friends the other day on his Instagram lives, talking about how, because the friend was talking about how, strangers can give you insight on how you come across, how you appear to them, first appearances, et cetera, et cetera. This fool is arguing his friend up and down that can't nobody who don't know him personally give him no advice about how he come across and da-da-da and this and that. And yet in this moment, he is trying to do the same. He is trying to do to Miss Netta what he claimed nobody can do to him, and he would ignore anybody who he don't know trying to tell him anything about himself and how he comes across. This girl just be gaslighting to gaslight. I can't wait till I can just have these clips just on the ready.
Actually so, because I understand what social media can do for a person. I also recognize this is a double-edged sword. It's a catch-22. The same thing that blesses you is the same thing that can take you out. And as somebody,
and that's the man of the world, that's Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. I know that. I know there is a God. I do believe in God.
Then I'm done.
But these people right here, it can't have anything to do with what's going on, what God has in store for me.
Baby, let me tell you something. You got your opinion. You got it all figured out. Nothing for me to say. I wish you the absolute best. We'll continue to have our conversations about what we see on social media. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Ooh, y'all see, that's just like the unfortunately Sonia Massey, rest in peace, how when she said I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Y'all see how when Miss Netta brought up Jesus, how that devil ran off? He's supposed to be a Christian. He's supposed to bear witness when somebody say what God can do. He's supposed to say, you know what, you are right. God can turn all this around. I've seen him do it in my life. You are right, blah, blah, blah. I touch and agree with you. The devil ran. Oh, Lord, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I can't get over it. The devil ran when Miss Netta brought up God. Oh, Lord. The devil wasn't in his acting spell. When he on his own platform acting, he's in the moment. He know he's doing a script. But in the real world, when somebody bring up God and the amazing power of God, the devil go running. Oh, Lord, the devil ran.
Thing to do with what's going on, what God has in store for me.
Baby, let me tell you something. You got your opinion. You got it all figured out.
You got your opinion. She mentioned God. He said that's your opinion. This Christian said, alleged Christian said, when Netta gave witness to the power of God, this alleged Christian said, well, that's your opinion. You got your opinion. Oh, if y'all ain't seeing it, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, Lord. Oh, that devil ran. Watch this devil run, y'all. Watch it. Come on, the devil trying to mess with this.
What God has in store for me.
Baby, let me tell you something. You got your opinion. You got it all figured out. I'm going to say, I wish you the absolute best. We'll continue to have our conversations about what we see on social media. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Nah, he got it. I'm sorry. It's see, we still got issues with our programming. Anyway, I'll fix that later. She ran. Did y'all see that? I can't be the only one who saw that. Miss Netta said, you know what, God got me, blah, 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 da, 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 and can't no man, blah, blah, blah. Well, you got your opinion. I ain't got nothing to say about it, blah, blah, blah. The devil is my leader. Bye. Ooh. Soon as she mentioned God, he ran. That should have been the moment for them to bond. And one of the restaurants posted to him that he wasn't invited to their restaurant because they already know he's going to talk to them. Oh, is that, did you put that in the group too? Is that in our group or in one of the exposed groups? Oh Lord, I got to catch up. See, I thought she was peacefully, I thought she had backed up off of some of the drama. I guess what it is just like normal people. I haven't been online in those spaces to see her drama. She assumes that her presence is so big that if you're online at all, it's just all in your face. But I just haven't gone to the exposed groups, and I haven't really been on Twitter. I go to my account that doesn't bring her up, where I've just been pulling the reels and stuff. So I had no idea all this other stuff was going on. But then was praising the white restaurants he went to. He always does that. Always. The white restaurant. Oh my God, this is the best food ever. Now I did hear him, was that today or yesterday? Something I was screen recording where I heard him saying, ooh, this restaurant I just went to, Lord God, y'all, that food was amazing. Now y'all done recommended some places. They were all garbage, but this the place y'all really need. This way y'all gotta go. So there must have been a white establishment. And in my head, as I walked away, as I was screen recording, I was like, I wonder if this is a white establishment. Probably was. Probably the one you're talking about. She is so hateful of her. Even when he visited Chicago a month or so ago, I recorded those lives, and he was driving through his old neighborhoods, and some of them are neighborhoods that I grew up in. And he's like, y'all see this? This look depressing. Oh, y'all see this? Oh God, it look horrible. And I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? She's driving, ain't nothing boarded up, ain't no y'all see these people, they look miserable, blah, blah, blah. This Chicago for y'all. Like it's horrible. And I said, what kind of hatred must she have for her own self-hatred to hate where your existence, your being, your foundation so much that when you go back, you gotta like tear it down to make yourself feel better. What kind of hurt have you experienced in your life that makes you, because the Darius crooks I knew didn't despise Chicago. Somehow he got to that place. I don't know if it's because Chicago don't fuck with him like that. I don't know what it is. Remember, his failed event, the Three Queens tour, the failed Three Queens tour was in his words, in Chicago, but it was an hour outside of Chicago. he should have sold out in theory, right? In theory, he born and raised in Chicago, spent 29 years here before he escaped to New York with the rest of his new scams. You would think that he would sell out in Chicago easily. Chicago don't fuck with Darius Crooks like that. I don't care what you say. Now, he got some people who do. He got some people who was around in the Cupcake Gallery days and all of that who don't know no better, or he just never got them, so they don't care, or they just as toxic as he is, or they just been in this protected silo of friendship with him. Yes, you got those people, but not too much beyond that do Chicago F with him like that. Trust. I think Atlanta F with him a little bit more than Chicago even. Low-key, that ish bothers Miss Netta, no matter how long people have been saying. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Miss Netta was gaslighting herself, acting like, I don't care. This who I am. I'm going to stay like this, blah, blah, blah. All that. That was some gaslighting going on there. Trust. I was ignoring that because trust me, my commentary ain't really about Miss Netta. A scammer trying to give advice. This ain't really right. Anytime Darius replied to any blog, they literally go in on him. Yes. Anytime I've seen Darius Crooks reply under, I mean, it posts that have nothing to do with him, and he comments something, they like, you a scammer. Who? Nobody asked your opinion. What? All that. Know her skin thin with this Be Kind shirt on. Yes, that's just like P. Diddy. Remember, before all the Cassie stuff came out, he did the Love album, changed his name to Love, all that. Gaslighting. You're going to try to brand yourself as the opposite of who you are. You can't tell me that Darius, I know for a fact that he reads and stuff, or at least used to. You can't tell me that he didn't study this stuff. He studied marketing. He studied this grifter-like behavior. Donald Trump behavior and P. Diddy and others like it. Watch what he does. He does the same shit. When all the stuff was going down, when he was getting exposed in 2021 from his toxicity, and he was at first trying to meet people with the same level of toxicity, and it was just too much. He had never experienced it on that level before, where there were literally hundreds of people coming at him, not one or two or three. You know, he was used to that, and he could shut them down and have his flying monkeys harass them and cyberbully them. This time it wasn't working. He doxing us and everything, and it was just more people coming out like roaches. He realized he couldn't fight it. So what did he do? He tried to rebrand and said love over hate. He started selling t-shirts. He created a discount code, love over hate, all that. Now they the haters, and I'm love over here. I was like, she good. She good. She know how to market. She does. Shaking my head. It ain't nothing that's going to make me hate where I come from. And that, then again, I've never scammed anyone in Cleveland. Right. Because I'm like, it was pissing me off because I saw people, the flying monkeys in his comments like, ooh, oh my God. Oh yeah. He's like, y'all see how depressing this is. Ooh, look at this and look at that. And I'm like, there's nothing, and it's not horrible over there. What are you talking about, you asshole? And in places I grew up, and it's not, I didn't grow up in the hood, and he wasn't in the hood. He was in now it's mixed neighborhood, but he was in somewhat predominantly Black neighborhood. But this was like it's a working middle class Black neighborhood. And so just to throw that label on it for strangers, and they just take everything she says at face value, was pissing me off, because it's like you're unnecessarily giving these neighborhoods a bad name. But anyway, that's all. We watched the devil flee. I just wanted to show my face, and then we got to get on YouTube on the public live too. I've gotten too comfortable not going over there. It's just like I ain't had no assets. I ain't had no notes. You know, I just got like topic notes to remember the stuff to talk about, but I ain't got to create no script or nothing. It's just so much better. Just so much better. So yes. So y'all have a great evening. And I will see y'all soon. All right. Y'all take care. Peace.
Hey, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do.